I try to get myself to
that's like the whole thing, right? Is that people just got to work to be more empathetic, because you're right. Like at face value, you'd be like, well, this doesn't affect me, but then I guess progress is no longer thinking like, oh, this doesn't affect me, and being like, oh, I should be mad for everyone's.
Yeah,
I don't practice any of these beliefs.
No,
but I do know that that's how I think traditionally people view it.
Yeah, I can't find it. Anyway,
I'll
put it in the back. But like basically, okay, I was in this Facebook, and this is. You want to record this? Are we in?
I mean, we're rolling. I'll start it where I feel necessary.
If you're watching right now, you just started the video. I hope you're folding laundry. I hope you're not fully engaged in this podcast. I hope you kind of got your iPad open. You're playing some Temple
you're playing
Run.
like Mario Kart on your Switch while this plays on the TV.
Yes.
Making sure your girlfriend's not home. Making sure no one's with you, actually.
Divide your attention.
No one listens to this like in a group setting, you know?
Yeah, except like the House of Sex Workers that have a viewing party every Monday morning.
Yeah, and the Ukrainian computers, you know.
If you listen to earlier episodes, you'd get these jokes.
Dude, you know
maybe
what's
even if you don't, it's still funny.
You know what's fucking crazy, dude?
What?
The idea of like internet cafes. Like, dude, I was thinking about Ukraine, like just places where people just go get on the internet, just public. Like, I know we have that in like libraries, but I'm talking about like internet cafes. Are you familiar with this?
Well,
I feel like they're not a thing anymore.
They are.
They're not in the first world.
Well, the thing about internet
in
cafes,
the second,
this is the benefit, because I've seen them around, and they look seedy, and here's why. You ever want to Google how to build a pipe bomb? You're going to do that from your own IP address?
Yeah, if you're going to go mine Litecoins.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, even if you want to buy a flamethrower with some Litecoin, you're going to do that from here?
Yeah, you're like, you're like, wake up and it's like a Saturday and you're like, oh, what do I got to do today? I just got to work out, got to get groceries. Oh, I got to go on the Silk Road and buy, 30 kilos of heroin. I'll make sure to stop by the internet cafe. The internet cafe is for when you're not allowed to go to the public library. And that says something about you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like...
That's when you I
want to open an internet cafe.
You metaphorically do this every time you leave a internet cafe.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the internet cafe is untraceable.
Off. Yeah, you're like, okay, Bluetooth's off,
right.
Wi-Fi's off, airplane mode.
What happened there stayed there.
I'm not gonna ping here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just gonna go on the Silk Road and buy a child.
Yeah, you better have checked your Facebook and logged into your Facebook account. God. From the internet cafe, then.
You know what sucks, dude, is how many people are legitimately going to the internet cafe. It's like, oh, well, I just want to, read the news and.
Well, they're fine. They can do that.
Yeah, but they're
it's your time.
Yeah, but then you're surrounded by fucking, online ne'er-do-wells who are out there causing havoc.
But on the internet, dude, that's where they cause the havoc.
Who the fuck would open one of those nowadays? Who'd be like, yeah, you know what? Every dark corner of your mind that you want to explore, come on over to Zach's Internet Cafe.
It's someone who's already running tons of child porn on servers beneath the internet cafe.
Yeah.
That's
the ultimate cover-up. The ultimate meta cover-up.
Right. That's
the servers of...
Don't walk into an internet cafe. Never use a public computer.
Ideally, yeah, but some people have to, man. They don't have computers. Like, where's a homeless guy gonna, watch a video of, a UFO?
It's true.
Or,
Actually, it's kind of
homeless
funny.
guys watch on a computer? Porn.
Actually, I learned this from another podcast, which I know it's the ultimate cuck lame thing to do is talk about a podcast on your own podcast.
Probably. But,
okay.
I mean,
I read this in a book then.
We're real people.
Okay. You can watch porn at a public library and it's okay.
It's not okay.
Did you know that?
No, dude, you can't do that. They will kick you out.
They won't. It is okay to watch pornography at a public library.
Says who?
Says Brett what's his name? Brett Weinbach's podcast. He had a librarian on, and he asked her, like, do like homeless people come in and watch porn? And she says, yeah, absolutely. And she said, that's not a problem. If they're masturbating in the library, then it becomes a problem.
You're telling me.
Yeah.
You're telling me that, hey, my son, Charlie, I'm going to go take him to go get green eggs and ham. I should probably buy it for him. I'm not, poor.
Right.
But
that is gross.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I say, hey, Charlie, we're going to go to the library today. I walk in, and there's a homeless guy, not jacking off, but, very clearly has a boner, watching tentacle porn. And if I was like, hey, man, can you turn that off? He'd be like, yo, don't come to the library if you don't want to see, the world.
He would say, this is a thing I can do here.
I find that hard to believe.
I did too.
I really do.
I did too, but the thing was...
That's called... What's that? That's public... What? I don't know. It's not indecency. You ain't exposing yourself.
But the thing is, you have the right to do whatever you want on the computer as long as it's not illegal.
We watch Live PD. They find every fucking reason on planet Earth. They could say this guy's tire smells like, heroin. And then be like, well, we're going to search your car. And then we can't find a way around letting homeless guys watch porn at the library.
All I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying cops are coming in and saying, well, there's nothing we can do. This isn't a crime. I'm saying that the person I heard say this was not, they were just a librarian, dude. They weren't trying to be funny. They weren't trying to be silly.
They were just trying to talk about
They were
books.
just trying to talk about it, and they said, yes, this is an experience I have had. And to be honest, right now, I'm kind of used to it. And it doesn't even faze me.
I get that part of it because I know that every homeless guy's going in there and watching porn. But what I'm saying is, if the librarian's like, "Yep, nothing we can do about it, just gonna kind of be hands off and hope it works itself out." I don't.
It happens, dude. I know what you're saying. I don't. It's not like I'm fighting for it and maintaining the legality of it. I'm just saying that's a thing that is legal.
It's so crazy how most public libraries are just like fucking horrendous, disgusting places.
Yeah.
I used to work, dude. I would do volunteer work at the downtown Cincinnati Public Library, like the main one downtown. Mm-hmm. And oh my God, dude, it's so funny to watch people who had gone there for the first time. Like you could see it in their eyes. Like they're walking through the door. They're like, oh, I'm doing something noble. Like literally going to the library is the most wholesome thing you can do.
Oh, they weren't there to serve the public?
No, they were there to just go to the library.
Okay, yeah.
And I would see them walk in and see just, 40 homeless guys, like all on the computers, like line out the bathroom door, and then watch them be like, oh, fuck. Like, I came here because I wanted to get some books on filmmaking. And
right.
I don't think I'm going to be a filmmaker. And then they just leave.
Yeah, like, it's not what you think it is.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you let them...
What?
I don't know, man. Is that okay? I guess it's okay. It's public land. They can go in there. But, like, dude, at what point do you just start being like, okay, well, we just don't really... There will be a point within 30 years.
What's your point?
There's going to be a point in 30 years where we're going to be like, we just don't really have libraries anymore. They just became homeless shelters. Like, it's fine. Well, everything's online. Just let them go there. The facade is the books.
All right, well, let's take it. Yeah, exactly. It's just
the
like
books are the facade
at
the library.
Yeah, it's a backdrop.
That's literally could not matter less.
You take the books away, and now it's Section 9. What was that movie?
Yeah, Section 8.
Section 8?
Yeah.
Was that it? Yeah.
Well, Section 8's like government house. Yeah.
Oh, not Section 8. What's the movie? District 9.
District 9? Yeah, dude,
Section 8 versus District 9.
Yeah, District 9.
But I think that is the problem with it's a noble idea, dude. We're getting into
going to the library.
All right. I think public space in general is a noble idea, right?
Yeah.
Better yourself, making it free to better yourself and also enjoy something leisurely, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is, if you're just like a poor guy that's like, I want to better myself, I want to read a book on filmmaking and I want to make a short documentary about this turtle I found, right?
And I'm going to the library because I don't have internet in the internet cafe by my house was shut down by the FBI. So I'm at the library.
I'm also renting out the equipment at the library that they have to shoot my short film, right? The idea is there are people, you know what it is, they need to keep people from abusing the library and turning it into something it was not supposed to be, a place to watch pornography on a computer, quickly run off to the bathroom and masturbate.
Shit, shower in a sink, and watch pornography.
Yeah.
It's a Flying J there now, basically.
Yeah. I mean, Flying J's are clean, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a clean truck stop.
Don't grow on trees, man.
I think the cleanest shower I ever took was at a Flying J, dude.
Yeah, Flying J is like, listen, you've been on the road for 17 hours. Like, we know. The rest of your trailer is garbage. You come here and it's clean.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you can't shit on Flying J. If you don't know what Flying J is, it's a truck stop. And you want to... people used to make fun of truck stops. Truck stops
really are a step up.
They're hotels now.
They're basically, you can go in there and here's the problem with the truck stop. Always 10 guys shitting at the same time. You go into a bathroom at a truck stop, there's 10 guys shitting. And all they do is drink coffee and eat fucking Slim Jims and nachos. And they take caffeine pills and fucking Adderall and shit like that. So their shits are horrendous. It's rough, but it's really clean. They have to overcompensate for how much horror is happening.
That's true. And you also...
by making it more clean.
Yes. And they do. They combat it. Some places... all right, dude. Dirtiest bathroom in LA. I have two.
I mean, I don't know.
I have two that are just nobody cleans these bathrooms. There are two bathrooms that
I will hear these two.
Okay.
But I think that we should broaden the conversation to be dirtiest bathrooms in general. Like consistently across the board, across their locations. It could be like Walmart or fucking, Target, like stuff like either. We'll get to that.
Well, I'm only saying this. I didn't broaden it only because the dirtiest bathrooms I've ever been have been in public spaces in Los Angeles.
Yes, for sure. Dude, by
far.
The dirtiest public bathroom I've ever seen in my life. At a certain point, it's so dirty that it no longer becomes a bathroom. Like to your mind.
It becomes it's just a place where you can piss freely on anything in the vicinity.
Not even that, dude. The one I'm talking about.
Okay, what?
It is exactly what you're saying. The Venice Beach public bathrooms.
There it is. That's one. Bingo.
Here's how horrifying it is. You go there, they're little concrete Venice Beach is all homeless people. There's so many homeless people, they have bands. Yeah. Imagine that. You go in there, there's no window, there's no light source whatsoever. You close it, complete darkness.
Yeah.
And you open it and you see the flash of light from the inside the beach, and you look in there and it's just like needles, fucking blood, pus, first aid kits, shit everywhere. You're like, and then you close the door and it's complete darkness and you're just standing in it, baking in the sun, in the California sun.
It's a place to shoot up where there's a toilet also.
I'm surprised this coronavirus didn't start at the Venice Beach.
It probably did, dude.
No, dude, it started because this is fucked up. This is really what we're talking about here. Okay. The coronavirus, we'll come back to the worst bathrooms situation, but we got to be topical.
This is news, yeah.
This is news. Coronavirus is some big fucking thing. I know it's like SARS or bird flu. I don't know what it does to you. I know it fucks you up. It makes you sick. You don't know what to do. But... apparently it started in fucking China at these little meat markets that are so unregulated that you could go buy like a seal's head and go there and be like illegally. It's like poachers selling illegal animals for these weird Chinese people who are doing God knows what with it. And so basically they were having all these insane exotic animals like right next to each other and they're dead meat. And it literally just created some kind of fucking super virus. Yeah. And Wuhan, I don't know how to pronounce it.
No, I don't know this was.
That's where it started. It's this little town in China. And then now it's spreading everywhere. They're like, it's like first case in LA. I'm like, yo, dude, that shit, the coronavirus is at the beach bathroom. It's been there for 7 years, okay?
Well, okay, oh man, this is getting into facts, dude. Because
do it.
The problem is those open street markets. You know why?
Why?
Because there's very few.
You've been to China.
I have.
You've seen this firsthand.
I have. And
where'd you go? Shanghai.
Everywhere. I've eaten it. I've eaten street food too.
Yeah.
I played with fire.
We'll get with that. Clearly you have. But you're saying in regard to the street markets.
Okay, it's the combination. There are animals like I think birds and a lot of insects can carry viruses from both animals and humans. So a lot of times viruses will mutate and they'll become animal and virus, so they'll be able to be passed on from like intergenously.
Yeah.
And your body
through the insects.
Yeah, exactly. So your body will look at the virus that you've now contracted, and it'll say, "Oh, I don't know what this is. This isn't a human virus."
Oh, so
you've no antibodies.
Yeah, you got dog SARS.
Yes,
that sucks.
But it doesn't know what's dog SARS. It's like, I don't know what this is, but it doesn't look like a virus because I know what a virus looks like. But so it'll just rot your body from the inside out. The virus will just take over because your body doesn't know how to kill it.
It doesn't. Yeah, because it's never fucking seen it because it never existed.
Right.
Until, Shao brought in a fucking,
don't go to
octopus heart, and
That's
then
it.
he's like, "Oh, I gotta go put this on a pile of the coyote dicks."
Yeah.
And then I got over here. This is my collection of zebra assholes and heads.
You can eat a zebra asshole, but make sure that it is frozen or well salted. Never buy a zebra asshole from an open street market.
No, you can only get that frozen at like Target. But like, I'm just saying, like, how fucking horrifying must a place be to spawn a new? It's shit like that you think sometimes you're like, dude, we are like, nothing has changed, and like since life breathed on this planet, nothing has changed.
I think it has changed, but it's now on the thing is, dude, if we lived back in Ohio, we wouldn't have to worry about this stuff.
Ironically enough, you're wrong because they just found apparently cases of it at Miami University.
Oh, really?
Miami
All
Oxford
right.
is like northwest of Cincinnati, kind of random town.
You
produced some, Paul Ryan. Remember that cunt?
Oh, is he from there?
Yeah, he was there. But what I'm saying though is that like, you hear but like, wait, what? There's a new virus because people were cutting off dolphin heads and selling them for like ancient tinctures and potions and shit. They're like, yeah, that's going on.
Yeah,
like wizards, like people are making potions out there.
It's full circle, dude.
We're
back where we started from.
Yeah, I guess so.
Get vaccinated. Wash your hands.
Don't vaccinate your kid. No, I'm an anti-vaxxer.
Don't vaccinate your kid.
No, don't vaccinate your kid. But I think you should expose your kid to the coronavirus because the only way we're gonna beat this is if we get, we'll have to lose lose one generation of people to this virus, assuming it's the new Black Plague, which all signs indicate that it is. We'll lose like the newest kids. They'll all die because there's anti-vaxxers. No one's vaccinating their kids. They're all gonna get it. They're all gonna die. But the next one after that, the ones who do survive it, like that's how we'll beat it. I mean, that's just human history.
Yeah, I'll take one. My generation, our generation, I'd be down taking it for the team.
Oh, you would? You would die of the coronavirus for the The problem is no one would thank you. You would get no thanks. Your death would be in vain.
I think they'd name a school after me.
They would never do that. They would never, ever do that.
You know what? I'd take it for the team. That's actually an interesting thought. Because, like, what if because you think about, do you care about your legacy?
Yeah.
If they were like,
everyone does.
If you take one for the team, contract the coronavirus, are we saying coronavirus? Is that the right thing?
I think
it cannot be coronavirus. Either way.
Yeah, dude, because it's on a beach.
Yeah.
Because it's salty as fuck.
What it is? I got coronavirus and Lyme disease.
I got coronavirus is when your mom shows her tits at Fridays. That's coronavirus.
In the Fridays in Ensenada, Mexico.
Yeah, right. She's staying on the resort, dude. Coronavirus. I think
it's something like that. Are we saying
coronavirus?
Really?
Coronavirus,
yeah, all right.
dude.
But if they said, all right, man, you know what? You're going to contract this disease for us all. And by you contracting it, somehow, then you're going to have a child. And then that child's going to live on. And now the disease is we've passed it on. But now you're going to die a pretty painful death. But they're going to name Harvard University. They're going to change it to ZPU.
I was not on
board. Does that mean to you?
I was not on board until you said Harvard.
Yeah, the most prestigious.
If they would rename Harvard after me, I would consider it. Because
you would.
The conversation you have to have with yourself is like, well, how talented am I? Am I going to beat the odds? Am I going to cover the spread? Like, you're saying, like, oh, the best thing I can do is die of a virus so they name a school after me. I'd be like, dude, I'll take that bet. I'll try to succeed at something else, and that'll be my legacy. I won't need to be the coronavirus guy. I'll succeed at stand-up or filmmaking.
Or so you're saying...
I'll run a successful chain of Chick-fil-A franchises. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so you're trying to say...
You're saying...
I don't need this.
I don't need this. I can do it. You have to have supreme... But some people be like, you know what? Nothing's... It's not going to happen.
This is an opportunity.
It's not going to happen. You're weird looking, or, you don't know how to talk to people. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, well... Yeah, I guess you basically have to find someone who's already suicidal and be like, listen, this is the thing that's going to put you over the edge, right? Okay? We're going to coerce you into suicide so that, you can have this business school named after you. And they'd be like, people would read in history books, like, why is it called ZPU? And they're like, well,
a noble man.
There's this fat nerd who had a dream and that was crushed.
I think you're right, because then you'd go down his history as like, this was his best bet.
Yeah, like his safest bet. There was an agreement made. There was an arrangement.
So no.
Yeah,
you're not
that
doing
wouldn't
it?
be no. I'm not gonna do it. No, I'll cover the spread. I can beat that.
Okay, the other bathroom in LA is, which I think is actually worse than Venice.
Okay, I'd like to hear this.
Go check out the Echo Park bathroom, dude.
Oh my God! Like, wait, what do you mean? Like, just a public bathroom in Echo Park? What do you mean?
In Echo Park.
In the actual park?
In the park, yeah. Where they have like the swans and stuff.
Yes.
The restrooms there, they're like, the thing about Venice though is people do clean the trash out of it. Eventually.
Not that I've seen.
Dude, Echo Park, you walk in, there's like baby diapers and stuff.
Yeah, it's probably babies.
Probably, dude.
They're little troll babies.
I wouldn't dig too far into those baby diapers for multiple reasons. You might find yourself responsible for a newborn,
just your best bet's not to go to open a public restroom. Damn, dude, Echo Park's worse than Venice Beach.
Dude, it's pretty
Venice
bad.
Beach is a horror. Like, it's like, it was the first time in my life where I went there with my girlfriend, and I was like, oh, I get how much this sucks for women. I was like, because I was even like, I don't want to pee in there. I was like, that's how bad it was. I was like, I'm not going to be locked, door black, and I'm just like,
yeah,
like what, fuck that. And I was like, damn, if I can't even just piss on it, you don't even, and that's the thing, you don't even have to aim. You can just pull your dick out and just shoot it.
It is nice. If you do,
it's fun.
You can entirely miss, you're actually sterilizing the restroom by pissing on it.
Pissing on it. You're easily the cleanest piss.
Yeah.
If you go in there, your piss will be the cleanest.
Right.
And no, because you have too many kinds of piss, and then it'll create a new coronavirus. So you can't do that. I don't know what the answers are, dude. There's a public health
What if, okay, here's big conspiracy. You know how the conspiracy that the government started like the AIDS virus to kill homosexuals?
Yeah.
Okay. What if they started the coronavirus to eradicate...
Kill the homeless. You think I'm a fool. I don't... Listen, I brought that up for a reason. I think that, you kind of really drove it home for me there. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Be weird that it started in China, though. That would mean the U.S. government was in cahoots with China to kill our own people. Which is, I want to make that clear. That is possible. But...
Did it start in China?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
According to what the fucking sheep told me on the news.
You know what I mean?
God.
Could have started anyway.
Let's just end this podcast. InfoWars has already done this.
They've already gone down this. I
can't. Alex Jones, if he has not said it yet, has to say soon that this coronavirus is a tool of the socialist globalist.
Well, then he's ripping
the
off
globalist.
Yeah, he's ripping off us then, dude. We're the new. What if, dude? We've talked about this. What if we did?
What if we became like Alex? I would respect. He's got fans, dude.
Dude, if it
probably wouldn't be as wild as him.
Why not? The wilder the better, dude. Lean in.
That's true. Well,
the thing is, I would do it if it meant I didn't have to go to work tomorrow, man. That's really it.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm a lazy boy.
Yeah. No, that'd be funny. Like, we would have to be our thing. We're like, yeah, I don't know. The coronavirus is turning the raccoons into trans teenagers. The globalists don't want you to hear it.
All right, too wild. Did you say, I'm going to quote you. You said the coronavirus is turning raccoons into trans teenagers?
Yeah.
All right.
He's like, Obama turned the frogs gay. We're like, no, fuck that, dude. The government created coronavirus.
To make trans teenagers out of raccoons.
Yeah, to get raccoons all sick and have them turn into trans teenagers.
Wow. Do you want a sharp pivot?
Sure.
Did you have more on this? I can't think of you. I feel like if I tried to come up with wacky.
Dude, last week I said Domino's was the cuck of the pizza world, like the biggest cuck of the pizza world. I mean, that's. I'm not saying it's that outrageous.
I feel like they're pretty self-aware of where they stand.
They are. They're always apologizing.
Yeah.
I'm like, just own up to your shitty pizza. Like,
they do.
Like, this is how we make it, man. I don't know what the fuck to tell you people. Just we'll go out of business. What are we pivoting to?
Okay, so I have like a couple of things. This was something I thought about. I was at Bordner's the other day. I was at a bar and I'm in the restroom. And I realized this is the ultimate exchange between two people that don't want to talk to each other, but made eye contact with each other. Like they've met. Let's say you know someone, you see them at a bar, you're both there, and you know if you make eye contact that you need to have a conversation, right? You're like,
yeah, yeah.
But both of them, I could tell. I'm in the restroom and I hear them outside. It's a guy and a girl. I can tell that this is the ultimate, both of them, they made eye contact and they're both in their heads like,
fuck. Yeah, now I have to deal with this.
This was the exchange. It was, hey, what's up? It's been a minute. I know, right? That is the ultimate two people that are like,
I have nothing prepared because I've literally never thought about you.
Yes.
So.
And we have to do a song. I was like, dude, this conversation that's happened. And then I proceeded to listen to the rest of it of them like catching each other up on their lives. And neither of them gave two flying shits.
Yeah.
And they also had a very difficult time escaping the conversation.
Yeah, because they're waiting for the other one to do it probably.
Dude, I don't even know, but I could have listened to it. I love watching people squirm. You know this about me.
Yeah, for sure. I have no problem ending a conversation like that. If I'll just straight up, if I see someone and I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk to this person, but we know each other, I'll be like, I'll throw a wave. I'll throw a wave. I'll be like, if you want to come talk to me, come talk to me.
Okay, well,
if you're mad at me, guess what? That's fine because literally we don't have thoughts about each other.
Me.
Yeah, we're not.
Never got to address it.
I didn't punch you. I didn't steal your parking spot.
Right.
I just said I just didn't engage, and you probably thanked me for it.
Okay. Well, what about this? You're passing each other in a tight hallway. No one else is in the hallway. Do you just look at them and be like, oh, hey, what's up?
No, you can't. In that scenario, you can't. Because it's very isolated. You got to be like, oh, what's up? Yeah. But literally, the second that door squeaks, like, we're blocking it. Hey, man, it was good seeing you.
Yeah.
I'll see you on the flip side. Balance. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't want to. The good thing is that it doesn't happen here because I don't know anybody.
It is nice, dude.
It's pretty dope. But I used to hate that. That was like actually like weirdly one of the last things that like I mean right before I moved, I was just like all bummed out. I was like standing in a park one day because I was like in that stage where you're ready to move, but like it just hasn't, like you either got to like get that like job offer or like the apartment to close. You're just kind of like in that little unknown.
Yeah.
You're in that unknown. Yeah. And I remember just like walking. I was like in over the rank going to shoot, and I saw like on this walk I saw like 5 different people that I knew from like previous endeavors in life, but like none of them are people, but like we know each other. It's just like that unacknowledged thing. And I just remember like sitting down this park and I was like, dude, fuck this. Like I'm so done with this.
Felt good.
I was like, fuck this, dude. Fuck it. And I remember like I went back and I went to a bar and there was like the bartender I went to college with. There was this other random chick I went to college with. And there was like a guy I went to high school with. And I was like, fuck this. Mm-hmm. Don't like it. That's just me personally though. Didn't like it.
That's me too. I hate this. Makes me sound okay. There's like when I lived in Cincinnati, Ohio, so it's a smaller town. I knew a lot of people, and somehow I'd just been introduced to so many people.
Especially doing comedy.
Yeah, I just knew. I would say about out of 100%. What a stupid thing to say. I would say 2% of the people that I knew, that I was acquainted with, I would want to talk to.
Yeah.
And the other ones were obligations of not. I don't want to make anyone feel bad. It's not like 98% I would look at and be like, nah, fuck that guy. I'd just be like, you know what, man? He's a perfectly nice guy, or she's a perfectly cool girl. I just don't want to spend my emotional energy having a conversation, having an interaction with.
I guess I get that. I feel like I'm a little different. Like,
you're a little more gregarious than me.
No, dude, I feel like it's the opposite.
You think so?
Like, yeah, like it's more so for me, like with acquaintances, like people I for sure like. There's nothing expected of me that I'm just like, oh, dude, like every time I see you, we have to be like, oh yeah, remember like we spent a whole year in the same math class in college, like sat right next to each other. Like we clearly know who each other are, but there's no real reason for us to bring it up or talk about it. Yeah. And you're just like, like you're just like navigating this minefield. Because people like you do know, like if I were like bump into like a comedian on the street, I would talk to them for a minute.
Yeah.
Like,
you got the connection.
Yeah, but like I just like. If there's nothing there, I'm not going to pretend like there is. I can't do that. I'm just not that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, there's sometimes when you run into people, like if you're somewhere far away and you run into someone that you had like middle school computer lab with.
Yeah.
There's this weird thing where you both know like this is so crazy. We have to address it. And then you address it.
In a situation like that, yeah.
Yeah, but then you're like, then you both realize you're like, man, I guess we didn't have to address this, you know?
Yeah, you're like, oh, wait. It's almost as if there was a reason why it took this long for our paths to cross.
Yeah, exactly.
It's because we don't care about each other. It goes both ways. He doesn't give a fuck about... that's really like the biggest part of it for me. I'm like, oh, dude, no one gives a fuck. Like,
right.
It happened a lot. Here's a common thing I ran into, which really gave me the heebie-jeebies. In my previous job of like I would go to places and shoot videos. Mm-hmm. You know, you like cover a story. So like when you're covering a story, you're hanging out with someone for like kind of like half a day. You know, like going around. Like if I go to like Shake It Records, like I spent like a whole day kind of like milling around, looking at records, interviewing this guy. And then it's kind of over. Then you're like out. Yeah. So it's just like this one contained single day. And then like you would go through life, and every time I'd go back to that record store, I'd see him, you know, time had passed. I'm like, and I would be like, do I say like, hey, like, I would be like, so I would kind of like lightly do it. I would be ringing out and be like, hey man, how's it going? Like even just that little tweak. Because if you're a regular customer, you don't know him, you could be like, hey there. But if you go up and you're like, give your record, like, hey man, how's it going? And then see, you're opening the door.
That's interesting. You know what it was right there? Because if you said, how's it going? That's not an invitation to tell me how it's going. That's just a pleasantry.
If you put like a little English on it.
Yeah, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing, man? Or like, how's it going, man?
Yeah, that worked. Because then he can take it as like, this is a pleasantry, or he could take it as like,
oh, do I know
my
this
wife's
guy?
Had a miscarriage. You know?
Yeah, well, yeah, it could be anything. Yeah, it could be anything. But the bottom line is that like you
not to laugh at a miscarriage, but the idea that someone would open up to you. Bad example.
I think we're past that. I think I kind of advocated for like the eradication of the homeless.
That's true. All right, yeah, go ahead.
Which I didn't, but either way, what I'm saying
you're
though is that
still
like
listening or not. So yeah,
you're either a fucking fan or you're not, bro.
Yeah.
Like
you're watching Joe Rogan right now.
Yeah, this is my, you know. Anyway, it would just be weird if you spend like one day with a person. You're like, are we? And I would try to. I like wanna, because I there were a decent amount of places that I was like I did know the person who. You know, there was another record store, but like I would walk in and be like, "Oh, what's up, man?" And we would like talk and converse. But like this one, you're like, "Oh, I don't." You're just kind of like awkwardly be like, "All right, I guess we're not gonna." Human beings are so weird, man.
That's funny you say that, dude. Because I will raise you one.
Yeah.
Imagine doing I used to do a podcast called The Anecdotal Experience. I would have people in my apartment that I'd never met before. Didn't know them. and they would open up to me about like very, very like personal and like emotional things, right?
Yeah.
So we'd have this interaction, and they'd tell me these things that were just weird. I never met them, like inappropriate, but it was cool at the time, right? So it's like, it's kind of a fun podcast to do. It was definitely weird, and I kind of got tired of it in that way because it was inappropriate. Eventually, I'm like, this is weird. I'm not a therapist,
It's a shotgun blast of emotion.
And some people, I knew them. They were my friends, so it's like, this is actually pretty cool. Some people I didn't, and then here's the real weird thing. I would like see them around, right? Because I lived in Cincinnati. Yeah. They lived in Cincinnati, so I'd see them around. So you have this weird thing where you're like, oh, this person told me about his wife's miscarriage for like 2 hours, and now I'm like, I can't be like, what's up?
It's funny that you're in your head have to be like, should I go say hey to the guy who came over to my apartment and told me about his brother's abortion?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, I don't know. He probably, he's good.
You've literally hung out for an hour, but you also fall under that category.
Overdose.
Yeah, man.
That's why people don't like people who open up too quickly. Like, no one likes that. Like, no one likes to be. You meet someone in like within the first like day of meeting them, they're like telling you. There was this chick who I used to work with, dude. Her name was Emily. She came in and literally on her first day, she told us that she partied with Paris Hilton, that she's had an abortion, and that she's taking over her dad's car dealership. First shift. Not even 24 hours. First shift. First 5-6 hours. And I remember being like, well, first of all, you're a liar, and you have no personality, which is why you just made all this up.
That's it.
But second of all, like, don't need to know. Like, you know what I need to know about you? What is your name?
Right.
And what did they hire you?
Wait, was this at the pizza place or the laser tag?
Laser tag place.
Yeah. Can you fill a coin pusher?
Yeah. Can you learn how to restart the Ice Road Trucker video game? Are you capable of doing that? I know you're capable of having an abortion. I know that because you told me.
I know you're capable of fabricating a shitty lie about Paris Hilton.
Can you go sanitize the Tekken handles?
Tekken 4 handles. Yeah. Can you sterilize the coin slots?
I just remember being like, dude, God, can you imagine how little attention you get that you're like, oh God, I had an abortion. Like that, you're like, I gotta come out big. Some people come, they're like, I gotta come out swinging.
They're gonna remember me.
Yeah, they're gonna remember me, dude. I partied with Paris Hilton. The story I want to hear is like, yeah, dude, I paid for Paris Hilton's abortion. Like, that's the story I'll listen to.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
But I also want to know that happened way later than the first day. I want Paris Hilton to come into the laser tag arena and say, hey, thanks for spotting me on that.
Emily, thanks for paying for my abortion the other day.
I'm like, was that Paris Hilton?
She's like, yeah, I told you we're cool. And you're like, oh fuck, man, I had no idea.
No. Because she hasn't told us yet. So you're like, was that Paris Hilton? She's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, see, that's it. Be a mystery,
right? Be a mystery.
Be a wild card. Be someone like don't. That's the thing. It's like, don't ever tell someone you're gonna do something. Yeah. Just have it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, yo, Perry, hey, dude, what the fuck? Andy Samberg came in and was saying like that he gave his dog back to you, and you're like, yeah, that's
Andy.
That's a long thing, dude. Fucking Andy.
Yeah,
you know him,
dude. It's the ultimate cool. It's the ultimate. Just like when you. That's such a power move, is to act disinterested in something that most people would lose their mind over. That's it. That's the epitome of like, you made it. You're the cool social hierarchy.
This doesn't faze you.
Yeah.
That's the top of the social pyramid right there.
Because I think about that. Yeah, no, this is an off mic conversation because I'm like referencing a comedian. Because all right, can I? No. Okay, well, sometimes you hear about people meeting, like celebrities meeting other celebrities, okay?
Yeah.
And so they're idols, and then they kind of have this relationship with them where they're so excited to have this relationship. The way they treat them is as if they're God. They're still their role model, and they have this they have this idea that they think I don't want to mess up this relationship because I'm finally here and I'm friends with my idol. Yeah. So in a way, it's like
I'll be manipulated.
You're just never really friends with them because you're always like worried about your standing with them.
Yeah, because you just want to lock on, and you can't be that person.
That's like
that's why it would be tough to become friends with someone you idolize. That'd be weird.
I think, okay, let's say, I'm trying to think who I idolize, LeBron James, right? So if LeBron, let's say I meet him somewhere, all right? Is this good podcasting?
Dude.
Should I roll with it?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So I meet LeBron. I go to a Lakers game. I win a contest. It's like meet LeBron, hang out, all right? And so I go in and I try to, he's really nice. He's really personable. He kind of wants to get to know me, right?
Yeah.
I'm really nervous, but I start talking to him. And he's like, you're a cool guy. Come over for Taco Tuesday. Yeah. And I'm like,
do tacos at my house.
When I'm going in there, I'm just gonna. Here's how I'm going in. I'm going to Taco Tuesday, right? So I'm just gonna say, I'm going to truly be myself.
Yeah.
At the risk that at some point he's like, hey man, these miscarriage jokes are really killing the mood.
Yeah.
And I need you to leave.
It's a weird.
Then I'm gonna be like, all right,
this.
Man, that's who I am. Yeah. And I'm not going to change myself. Thank you for the tacos. Good luck with the Clippers.
At the finals this year.
Yeah. No disrespect. I'm not going to be on my best behavior.
If you can get a celebrity to want to hang out with you, that's all you'd have to be yourself plus 10. You'd have to be even more yourself,
What do you mean?
No, that was the wrong way of phrasing it. What I'm saying is, yeah, you're right. You have to lean into it. 'Cause if you go in there and you go to their house and you're like, oh, so yo, like, what's your craziest story from, like, the locker? You'd be like, fuck this guy. No, you got to go to, like, LeBron's house. He's like, yo, we're having tacos. LeBron's there. He's, like, shooting, free throws or whatever. And I'm like, yo, what do you guys think? Like, Sandy Hook. I don't know. Like, seems weird that there's no records at the school and then just kind of, like, see.
You and LeBron leaned over a desktop, like, watching YouTube conspiracy videos.
Yeah, watching like Iraq like drone footage and shit like that. Me and him are watching like combat footage and be like, oh shit, dude, you see this, dude? It's a fucking psyop.
You're both super high. And then at some point you forget
That's the funniest part.
You're both you're watching the video and this is the moment you have and you realize, oh, I forgot I was with LeBron. Like I thought you're just like you're so tuned into the videos that you realize you're like, I just kind of felt like I was in the presence of the buddy, with the buddy, and then you look over and you're like, but it's.
I let my guard down. It's LeBron, dude. The thing that made me laugh is not just the idea of getting high. It's the idea. Think about like how actually fucking crazy it would be. If you could like get LeBron James to get stoned with you.
Yes, dude.
And be like, dude, what do you want to... He's like, I want to sit in like an uncomfortable computer chair and over your shoulder of a guy that I don't know. Yeah. And we're both just looking at InfoWars highlight reels. Like Pentagon footage from 9/11.
And he's like, oh, have you seen this one? It's like a 12-minute compulation. He's like, this is my favorite one.
This is good. Start at like 4 minutes. Start it, and we're just like,
it's the ultimate like pretenses in social standings. It just collapse. And you're two guys watching like fucked up shit. Watching LiveLeak.
We're all the same people. We're on LiveLeak.
Yeah, dude.
We're on 4chan.
You've devolved to your least common denominator as a person who likes to watch people get hit by cars.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it turns out we had a lot more in common than we thought. We like people wreck motorcycles. I like seeing construction, cranes collapse.
Fall into the ocean.
Under a bunch of rebar or something like that. Yeah, I like... Yeah, that would be... I think it's safe to say, if that happened...
OSHA fail Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm at LeBron says, he's like, oh, dude, I gotta stop. I gotta go in and play the Clippers tonight. I'm like, oh, dude, no, it's cool, dude. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna drive home. And he's like, it ends there. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go to the game. Like, he could be like, oh, you want to come with? He's like, okay, man, I'll see you later. And then like...
He's kind of... No, here's... What if he's like this? He's like... Oh, I got to go to work. He's got to go play the Clippers. Man. He's like, dude, I'll be right back. He's like, stay here.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny. He just looks at his like as an inconvenience. He's like, oh, I gotta go to work.
As
soon as he finishes the game, he immediately gets in his car, goes right back home to watch.
Yeah, he drops like 60. Comes back. He's like,
I was like, how was work? He's like, it's good.
He's like, yeah. He's like, yo, I was listening to Coast to Coast AM the other day. This paranormal radio show. Listen, they're talking about pyramids and
that's
gods of death.
That could be do you want to wrap it on my pop quiz?
Back. He's like, yo, dude, teach me how to make deep fakes. I'm like, what? Oh, shit, okay.
We can learn together again.
Teach me. Like, LeBron, what do you make a deep fake of? He's like, yo, dude. I want to put like Hey Arnold's head on fucking like Kawhi Leonard's body. You'd be like, oh, okay.
All right.
Cool, man. Whatever deep fake you want.
Go find some YouTube tutorials.
Yeah. God, YouTube tutorial. Yeah, watch videos on,
some German
ranking like the 10 best albums of the 90s.
I'm a sucker for a countdown, man.
A countdown? Yeah, that's everyone. That's what we do.
You ready for the pop quiz?
Yeah. Dude.
Okay.
Let's wrap on this.
So in memorial of Kobe Bryant, we're going to do a Kobe Bryant pop quiz.
Do it.
Play the drop.
Pop quiz.
Okay. So my first question for you is, how many times was Kobe Bryant a finals MVP?
How many times was Kobe Bryant a finals MVP? Oh, dude, I don't know. I'm not huge on basketball stats.
How many times? Let's break it down.
Twice.
You got it, bud.
Nailed it.
I
knew it was because that was the whole thing. He was with Shaq all the time.
Yeah. The three-peat was with Shaq.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nailed it.
All right.
Fucking God, this
Kobe.
sucks, dude. I don't even like thinking about it.
This is positive though. You know what I mean? Rather than
we're
get
remembering
all
his
butthurt.
dude. We're remembering
this is what Kobe meant to me, man.
Yeah, dude.
Then I have two more. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is a true or false.
Yeah.
Was Kobe Bryant ever the defensive player of the year? And if he was, how many times was he the defensive player of the year?
This is such an inside baseball question, but I will do it.
I know you're not the basketball guy.
Has he ever won?
Has he? And if he has, how many times has he won defensive player of the year?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's won 3 times.
He's never been defensive player of the year.
I was guessing.
All right. Dwight Howard's won 3 times. Okay, then the last question is, what? This is the toughie.
I was like, that would be weird if Kobe Bryant was defensive player of the year.
He was an incredible defender. He's a 9-time first team all defensive. He was an incredible defender.
But like to get that title though,
defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a big scorer, but he to be on first.
I remember
team,
him as a scorer.
Yeah, but he was. That's the thing. Also, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant were 2 of the greatest defenders of all time, which people don't really talk about.
That's true. Either way, what was the question?
Okay, the last question is Kobe's highest scoring game. How many points did he score?
80 or like around 80. It was 82.
Give me a final answer.
82.
It's 81.
Fuck.
I knew
I knew it.
All right. It was against.
It was one of the. Yeah, it was against.
Who was against? Who was it against?
I don't know. I'm not even going to pretend. I know he dropped 60 in his last game.
He did against the Hornets.
Maybe
doesn't matter. What was
Toronto?
That's when the.
I think it was the Raptors.
The 81 points was 2006, January 22nd, I believe, 2006. Put up 81 against the Toronto Raptors.
God, dude, what a fucking talent! What a bummer.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not a bummer podcast to end it though.
No,
I'm not funny.
No, celebrate the life of Kobe and his achievements and his discipline and be inspired, dude. That's how I'm seeing. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm so butthurt. I'm like, dude, Kobe Bryant is an inspiration to me, and I will remember him more now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Focus.
Yeah.
Be your best self. You know who needs to hear this? Luol Deng. He could improve.
He's not even dragging the Bulls down anymore, man. Why do you care?
I don't like.
You're still salty about.
I don't like Luol Deng,
dude.
He ruined a lot.
He escaped the Sudan, man. The war-torn Sudan, man. Dude, you gotta give him.
Respect, but also like you really kind of fucked the Bulls up for a little bit with your contract.
But again,
and kind of stop them from developing a good team after the Derrick Rose peak years. This is another podcast.
Yeah. Well, but at the same time, though. No.